After driving our converted Sprinter van 22,000 miles across North America, we are finally looking back on our adventures and coming up with the top van life destinations.
If you're new to our channel, we started converting this Sprinter van in the summer of 2019 while working full-time and saving up our money to travel.
Once it was finished, we hit the road. And over the last 15 months, we've driven all the way from Maine to Key West, back up to Quebec City, to the Colorado Rockies, then over to California, before finally heading to Cabo San Lucas in Mexico. Yes, we had our fair share of sleeping in Walmart and Cracker Barrel parking lots, but we also strive to find some really cool camping spots.
This is officially my favorite spot that we slept so far in the van.
If you're subscribed to our newsletter, then you already have access to our overnight camping map where we share every single spot we slept in the van, and you know that we covered a lot of ground. Spoiler alert, we haven't visited every area of this continent, and we explored the destinations during different seasons throughout the year, but here's the list of our favorite destinations in the van. Number 10 on our list is Juno Beach, Florida, because it is so easy to find overnight camping and it's free. So we just made it to Jupiter Beach, Florida, and we're gonna be camping over here. It's a really nice spot. It reminds us of the PCH. On our road trip from Maine to Key West, it was really hard to find good, free camping spots right along the water, which is why we like Juno Beach so much.
This was another reason why this spot is so good, because my pillow is right here, and you're able to just look right out the window, hear the ocean, see the ocean with the full moon. It's just really peaceful, and you got a great breeze, so you're not hot at all.
We even asked a cop if we could sleep along the water, and he said we would not be getting a knock on the door, which was really nice to hear. We spent a few days here chilling on the beach and surfing before making our way towards the Everglades.
Number 9 brings us to the Finger Lakes, which is a great place for all those beer and wine drinkers out there. This spot had been on our radar for quite some time, so in the fall of 2020, when we were looking for places to head to, this was an easy decision to make. The Finger Lakes are home to over 100 wineries, breweries, and distilleries, and for those who are members of Harvest Host, there are an unlimited amount of options for overnight camping. You can camp at a winery beside the lake, or a brewery or distillery. Also, this area is known for Watkins Glen, which is known for its hiking trails, and in addition you can visit Taganic Falls, which is arguably one of the best waterfalls in the Northeast. However, we definitely recommend seeing it during spring.
What?
What is that?
Number 8 on our list is the coastline of Maine, which is arguably one of the coolest places in the Northeast. In Maine, there are a ton of small nautical towns, like the town of Camden, which was our favorite when we visited it in our van. Maine has such a diverse landscape, and during the fall season, the foliage with the leaves is absolutely incredible, and there's just so many different pull-offs where you can camp for the night along the water.
We also can't forget about Acadia National Park, which is known for its amazing hikes. One being Cadillac Mountain, which is awesome at sunrise, and our personal favorite, the Precipice Hike, which is so fun for all of those thrill seekers out there. Hey, bud! What up?
What you eating there?
Leftover mac and cheese and crab cakes.
My leftover food. Let's see if it fits him. We brought you this. We bought it for ourselves, but it's too small for any of our heads.
It's a little too big for you.
He's like, nope.
Hi, look what else we brought you. Hi, look. Woo! Look. All right, bye, guys.
See you guys. Love you.
Love you. Next on the list is Charleston, South Carolina. Exploring cities is one of the main reasons we decided to build out a van instead of an RV or a bus or one of those bigger rigs. Yes, our van is 22 feet long. However, we can still just make it in parking spots on the road and in parking lots. Charleston is one of our favorite cities because it is rich in history and has that small town feel. It doesn't really feel like a big city, however, there is so much to do. And one of the best parts of van life in Charleston is you can park in the city right along the water.
It's also really close to coastal towns, so when you're in the city, you're only about 20-30 minutes to the closest beach. The sixth spot on our list is bringing us to cold weather, which is Grand Tetons National Park in Wyoming, which is arguably just as good in the summer as it is in the winter. We visited here on our road trip from New Jersey to California for our snowboarding adventure, and the Tetons did not disappoint. Arguably some of the best views of the entire trip. This view is incredible. I know it's windy, I apologize. But wow, you can finally see the Tetons. Woo! I'm freezing. We scored some of the best powder days of our trip at Jackson Hole and Grand Targhee, which is the other ski resort on the other side of the Tetons. And then we celebrated in Jackson, Wyoming, spending our time in this cool lodgy town. Before we get into our fifth favorite destination, this is our 94th episode of our travel series. And if you like what you see here, please consider subscribing because it really helps us out. Also, we encourage you to start at episode 1 and binge watch your way through the entire series so you can find places to add to your bucket list.
This brings us to our fifth location on our list, the Eastern Sierras in California. We visited during the winter time, and one of our favorite parts of this area is how incredibly easy it is to park in beautiful spots. We actually were able to camp only a few miles from hot springs with this gorgeous view of mountains in the background. It's also really close to Mammoth Mountain, so for those of you who like to ski and snowboard, it is an awesome area to check out in the wintertime.
Mammoth Mountain is the place where Taylor landed her first air and did her first black diamond, so the mountain is pretty special to us. Oh yeah, girl! Woo! Oh yeah!
It was a mini jump, but I did it.
Last run of the trip, diamond.
Diamond. Finally made it on a diamond.
Our fourth destination on the list is Sedona, Arizona, which is notorious for its red rock hikes. Our favorite are Cathedral Rock at sunset, Devil's Bridge, and Soldier's Pass, which is a little bit long, but it actually takes you to some really cool places. Free camping in Sedona is super easy, and you can wake up surrounded by the beautiful red rocks. It can also get a bit crowded during busy season because it is so close to the town of Sedona. So though you feel like you're in the middle of nowhere, the town is very close, allowing you to have modern conveniences such as food, bars, all that good stuff.
Our third spot is likely a favorite of many overlanders, and it is southeastern Utah. This area is famous for its Mars-like atmosphere, and it really makes you question how the landscape was even formed. There is also a ton of BLM land, which means absolutely free camping pretty much anywhere, but the only negative to it is there's no amenities whatsoever. So what you pack in, you have to pack out. My favorite thing about it is that it's home to some of the darkest skies in the world, which means the stargazing is incredible. We were lucky enough to see the Milky Way go right across the butte, right at our camping spot, so we didn't have to hike or go anywhere far to see some of the coolest stars in the world.
Our last two destinations on this list bring us to Baja Mexico. It is easily our favorite overlanding destination and one that we talk about going back to all of the time. We honestly love the entire state of Baja California Sur, but for the purpose of this vlog, we are only picking our top two locations.
Which brings us to our second favorite spot in the van, the Todos Santos area in Baja. We actually prefer going a little bit further north of Todos Santos because there's an awesome surfing beach which is home to a lot of overlanders, and the beach itself is easily accessible for swimming and surfing. There's not a lot of reef, there's not a lot of sea urchins that you have to worry about, and you're close to civilization enough where you still have cell reception.
Finally, our number one spot for van life is Los Cabos, Mexico. Regardless of whether you are in San Jose del Cabo or Cabo San Lucas, there is literally so much to do for van lifers.
As you make your way around Cabo towards the Sea of Cortez, there are awesome surfing beaches, which is why I loved it so much. We literally camped on the beach for 5 days straight until we ran out of fuel.
Fuel? How do we get off the beach?
I meant water, food. I guess that's it. But we literally were on the beach for 5 days, parked. We saw whales, we surfed every single day, and we made friends, so it was absolutely awesome. We liked Cabo so much that we even considered leaving our van down there in storage and then flying back from New Jersey to Cabo every winter just so we can relive van life down there.
Seriously though, van life in Baja is a must-do. If you've ever had the desire to go down there in your van, we definitely recommend it.
We know there's so many places in this beautiful continent to explore and we haven't seen them all. So if you have any recommendations on where we should go in our van, please let us know because we are trying to tackle as much ground as we can. If you're on the fence about traveling in your van, car, RV, hotels, whatever it is, if we can do it, so can you. So get out there and start exploring.
Thanks for watching, and if you're new here, please consider subscribing. We'll see you next time.